on, babies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the special Wednesday edition of the Simple Mind Sports Show. Because the Queen abides and Dr. Big Mac down there is going to make do soccer or something. Nobody cares. I don't actually want to hear about it. What I do want to talk about tonight is the Patriots, with the 4th overall selection, are going to make a pick, or they're going to make a decision. And there's going to be 3 true outcomes, just like stupid baseball these days. It's going to be ballsy, or it's going to be savvy, or it's just going to be safe, or as we like to call it, pussy. So I do want to talk about that, but until then, please, let's do some opening takes. Queen, please.
That would be me. Thank you there, Richard. Everything is set for the Celtics' first round opponent after the Magic defeated the Hawks in the play-in tournament Tuesday night, April 20th, Easter Sunday, 3:30 p.m. The quest for Banner Night TV begins, and that means I will be excusing myself from my in-laws to go back home in time to watch. So thank you, Adam Silver, for the day and time to begin, so I don't have to use any excuses like I shit my pants to leave my in-laws' house. Thank you, and also that'll be Rich's birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take an opening take here. The Red Sox had the worst starting pitching performance in franchise history. The franchise is 123 years old, and somehow the Hucktua boy went out there against the Rays and absolutely sucked. Your 3 true outcomes from the baseball nerds. The Red Sox are doing it in spades. They're just doing it the opposite. They strike out a lot. They make a bunch of errors, and frankly, they just kind of stink. They show flashes of what they can be from time to time, and Garrett Crochet has showed up mostly when he needs to. But beyond that, what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is a team that learned how to lose over the past 5 to 6 years, and then as always, the threat when your franchise decides to go into tank mode, and when they decide to go into losing mode and not spending money, the culture of your team is that of losers. So now your kids are coming up and they're into this loser team. And when it's cold out, or if you're not swinging the bat right, you end up with 15 strikeouts and you lose 16-1 in the worst pitching performance in 150 years. So shame on you, Red Sox. Shame on you, Alex Cora. Let's see if you get enough talent in the building to get some winning culture back throughout the year here.
Raymond stole my opening take, so this is a quick pivot. It's clear that Mike Vrabel listens to us because he directly addressed my comments in his draft opening press conference. He said that the Patriots will not be drafting solely based off of the player's character or whatnot. The talent matters. So hopefully, to Richard's point, these picks will be ballsy and savvy, and that we won't just end up with a bunch of choir boys out there. So thank you, Mike Vrabel, for listening to me.
Speaking of ballsy and savvy, that's what we call Wednesday nights at Faith's. The show rundown tonight. That's a compliment. We've got the NFL draft. Okay. It is live Wednesday. When this is released, the Patriots will have made their selection. They will
not have.
Oh, next week they'll make their selection. The schedule is not, the calendar is not doing me any favors.
Is it on April though? At least
it is April.
All right, good.
It's next week.
It's next Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I'm a week ahead. It's been that type of week for me.
That boy.
When this is released, the Patriots
will release coming this weekend.
What do you say?
You got a big release coming this weekend.
Yeah, in your mother's chest.
So
let's talk about the Red Sox. Worst loss in franchise history. We'll double back to that.
I'm gonna spend the whole show coming after you now.
Celtics get bad news in round 1. I'd like to talk about that round 1 matchup. This or that with Chief Bobby and Simplest Minds of the Week. I apologize for the date error. I blame it on Ray, the Queen, who made us do this on Wednesday, not Thursday. Welcome to the show. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot. The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
One sec. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. If you're watching on your favorite podcast platform, listening on your favorite podcast platform, wherever you're watching, wherever you listen, well, sorry, we are getting distracted in our own private chats with very juvenile mom jokes. I will go for the Grand Slam on your mother's ass later tonight.
That's the same one you did before, and you fucked it up the
But it's
fourth
the
time
same
again.
one every time. They're just
God damn
different
it.
words. Blah, blah, blah. Your mother's ass. Welcome to the show. Well, seeing as I thought the draft was tomorrow, this is going to throw me off a little bit. We've got a whole week before this happens. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just distracted, I guess. Doesn't matter. There's going to be a pick made by the New England Patriots in the first round, potentially more, and there's going to be 3 outcomes. It's going to be ballsy, it's going to be savvy, it's going to be safe. The number 4 overall pick. We're coming to a bit of a cumulative thought process when it comes to the Patriots, the number 4 overall pick. Although things are shifting a little bit. The first one, and again, remind me because my memory is bad. I don't even know what day it is. How much have we talked about Abdul Carter no longer being referred to as the best overall pick in this draft? Have we talked about that at all?
We talked about it last week a little bit,
touched on it
how he has an attitude problem and how he's falling down the draft board.
If so, I go back and forth this. So I've listed here in our email ballsy, savvy, safe, and some some scenarios that would lead me to put them in these 3 buckets. I have Abdul Carter at ballsy, and it can be defined in a couple different ways there, but it could also be talked off of it. I've been thinking about it a lot, so I don't want to talk about it. I want to hear your opinions, probably disagree with them intentionally. So why don't you tell me, Bobby, your thoughts on if Abdul Carter falls to 4 and if the Patriots take him or pass? Let's just forget the trade out. Let's just say if they outright pass on him or if they take him, what does that say about the team and or the player?
I think if they pass on him, number 1, I think it would just be generally a mistake in not taking the best player on the board and then going for the safe route where they're then just choosing someone with who's a character that they feel more comfortable with. I think if you're choosing Carter, you're flat out taking who could just be the best player at a premium position who you're then stacking with another premium player on your defense, and you have a legitimate defensive core to build around. You can say that it's savvy because they sat there at 4 and they got one of the 2 best players in a 2-player draft. So you can say that they had won in doing that and not having to make a move or lose. But Vrabel said it. The number 1 thing is talent. It's about football. All they have to do is be respectful. They don't have to be good guys. They don't have to play nice. They can be weird. They can do whatever they want. They just have to be good at football, and they just have to be respectful.
You think he was setting that up for a potential Carter pick there, Raymond? And if they do pick him, knowing these potential character concerns, can it fall into the ballsy camp? Because they don't need an end. They could use one, but they don't necessarily need one. They did a lot of upgrades on defense this year. Obviously, left tackle is their biggest concern. Wide receiver, offense is where the arrow is pointing. That's why I give it a little bit of it could be ballsy if you go Abdul Carter. Although I don't go savvy, Bobby, because if they don't do shit and Carter just falls because he's a little bit of a prick and they get him, that's lucky.
You can always fuck it up, is my point.
Well, this is what I'm saying. But
it depends on what they do with Abdul Carter. If Abdul Carter's there at 4 and they pass on him like you suggested, and they just go with their safe pick like Will Campbell, I think that's a dumbass fucking move. They need
Agreed.
to take the best player available. I mean, even if Travis Hunter's there, let's just flip flop it and just say Travis Hunter's there. Abdul Carter's gone to the Giants, and now Travis Hunter's sitting there, and you still go with Will Campbell. That's his fucking dumb pick too. You need to take talent. You need to take the best talent available. And like Bobby said, there's only 2 players in this draft. It's Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter. Those are the 2 best players in this 2025 draft. And if you can get one of them at 4, that's a fucking home run.
If they leverage a trade because he's a good player, so if they were able to trade and move to, I don't know, let's say that the Panthers are desperate for a defense and they go 4 to 8, still get Campbell, get their 8th pick, get a 2nd round pick and something else later. Sure. Okay. Great move because you got the guy that you probably wanted and you added a whole lot more. I'd be very satisfied with that. But if you just pass and take a different player, bad move.
This is where I land. So I'm not going to disagree with you, although I would really love to. This is where it falls into ballsy or savvy, and it really, honestly, it may not even be savvy. So you're in a best case scenario, and frankly, you should be. You have the number 4 overall pick. This should be a no fucking brainer. You just are stuck with a shit ass draft where outside of the 2 top prospects, it's a real crapshoot from there. So that's why we're talking about it. So, it's all, fairly relative. But if Abdul Carter drops to 4 and they don't take him, they better trade that pick. They better trade that. They better not take a Will Campbell or a Mason Graham or even the linebacker from Alabama. And if they do, it's either ballsy or stupid. That kid better be a slam dunk. And we won't know that for a while. So all of that, this is why I label all of that in the ballsy camp. Like if they take some left tackle that's not Will Campbell or some receiver that's not Hunter, that kid better be able to he better be able to play. Or if they take Genty or the tight end or anybody outside of, a left tackle or Carter or Hunter, man, that kid better be able to play.
Well, that's what I was just going to say to you guys is like, what if, Carter's gone and Hunter's gone, and then you got Ty Warren there and you got Genty there. Would that be a ballsy move that they just go there and don't take Will Campbell?
Or stupid. A lot of people call it stupid.
I would call that stupid. I think drafting Tyler Warren with a top 10 pick is stupid. You could at least sell me on the running back because there is a history of first round running backs being very, very good. Look at the history of first round tight ends. None of them are any good. Tight end is one of the hardest positions in the league to play, and they take time to develop. And this guy's a late bloomer. He is what he is now. He's like 24.
Yeah, but it still goes ballsy. Like,
that'd be a huge ballsy move.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the moment, the savvy move is what everybody's wet dream is: trade back, take a player, trade back into the first round, get your wide receiver, get your left tackle, or impact players, impact offensive players. One of them being a left tackle. If they leave the first round without a left tackle, I think the entire New England Patriots fandom is going to call that a fail.
I don't think so. I think you could get one in the second round. If you leave the first 2 rounds of the draft and don't get a left tackle, then everyone can be up in arms. But I think you can get one in the second round. There's a lot of left tackles in this draft. They're not great. They're not.
Show me the guy you draft above the left tackle that's available in the first round. Who is that? And if it's not Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter,
that's the 2 I'm talking about. That's the 2 I'm talking that you would take before.
If Carter falls, it feels like the Travis Hunter dream is over. Thank God, because I don't need some fucking retired number in the University of Colorado after they didn't win goddamn dick, and he's threatened to not play football if he can't play on defense. I don't need that guy in my fucking building. Okay, I've been saying that since September. Keep your Colorado guys off of my football team. Bust City like Irene's on Tuesday. But if Carter,
that didn't work. One
of the bona fide, 1,000% worked. Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah, please.
I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, please.
It's on the dark web. If Carter falls to 4 and they can't find their way back into the first round and get a left tackle and they draft one early in the second, yes, nobody will lose their minds. However, I think you're about to say it, Bobby. They're playing with fire.
Oh, they're playing with fire. Can you get a starting left tackle at 38? Yes. Or could they trade up? But You're just your level of risk goes up, and your level of certainty on the player being able to play when the Patriots need him to play, which is week 1, goes down. Really, that's more of a developmental guy, which kind of sits a year usually. But they need a guy to walk in there and whoever they're playing week 1 be on that left side.
Let me give you the worst case scenario, which falls in the bucket of safe or pussy. Which is worse, Will Campbell or Mason Graham? Or I'll even give you the 6-foot, 200-pound Alabama linebacker. What's his name, Bobby?
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker, who apparently is like Vrabel's in love with. He called him a defensive coordinator on the field, or someone adjacent to Vrabel called him a defensive coordinator on the field in their visit in Foxborough. So you go Walker, Mason Graham, Will Campbell, the safe pick at some positions of value. What is worse? What's the worst case scenario in that scenario?
Mason Graham.
Yes, it's Mason Graham. Because Mason Graham is Milton Williams. So Milton Williams is what you're hoping Mason Graham will be. They're just an undersized, penetrating defensive tackle, and they just signed that guy for $100 million.
Speak of undersized,
why would you draft the same guy that you just signed?
That was good.
God damn it, McPhee! You're going down. I'm tanking the rest.
That
of
was my own. That was my own dig. I
Damn
went
it.
undersized on that one. Apologize. I've hit my quota. I won't do it anymore.
I'll go 1. Mason Graham would be the worst for the safe picks, and then the linebacker from Alabama, and then third.
Salient point 2, you son of a bitch. I was in a good thread. It was a really good.
You were on a roll.
I know it was very professional of you, and this is the Sim My Sports Show, so you got simpled up. I don't know. I think Will Campbell's going to be a professional football player for many, many years. So you draft a guard. If he turns out to be a guard and he is Logan Menkins at number 4 overall, yeah, it's not what you want, but is it a bust? Maybe. I think honestly, I put Mason. Yeah. Do we all say Mason Graham last?
Mason Graham.
I think he has the least possibility to have an impact too. The linebacker seems like a stud outside of being
skinny white kid from Michigan. I mean,
they need linebackers. So at least he'd get on the field. Whereas they already is he going to get ahead of Barmore and Milton Williams?
Probably not, unless Barmore's heart fails. All right, where does he have blood clots?
Blood.
His heart could fail too.
Yeah, all of that could happen. Any thoughts on the Travis Hunter threatening to quit football if they don't let him play both sides of the field, and or Colorado already retiring his and Shedeur Sanders' numbers before they even hit an NFL field after they did nothing? Quite literally, they did nothing.
1-8 in the Pac-10 or something like that. Or
Shedeur getting his jersey retired is completely ridiculous. Hunter won the Heisman, so I can at least understand it. He's won the collegiate trophy there. I don't understand why you would make a threat that you'll obviously not follow through. You just sound like an idiot. If somebody does, he's not legitimately going to quit football. The only thing he's ever done is play football. He's not going to quit. So it's just stupid.
Because that's the only thing he knows how to do. So that's why he's going to do it.
He said he does that and play video games. That's all he does is those 2 things.
He also needs to fire his PR guy because they should be telling him, don't say anything stupid before the draft. Like, this is like your biggest opportunity. You just nod your head, smile for the cameras, and wave. Don't say anything stupid. And what does he do? He goes out there and says something stupid like that.
Intentionally trying to tank his draft stock to not have to go to fucking Cleveland.
No. I don't blame him for that.
Yeah,
I actually thought maybe it was an intentional move for either that reason or some unknown I can't think of. Because why would you say something?
And then the Giants are like, "Oh, we play him both ways. Yeah, you could. We'll play both ways."
Yeah. Patrick says it best. He went to college. He should be fine without football.
Is that because Patrick?
It's funny when he has good comments.
Ray tried to go to the Navy, but they kicked him out because he had a shitty knee. Remember, though, I'd like to talk about something else. I'm just full of.
You're on fire right now. Yeah, keep going.
I'm not in a good mood. I'm very tired. We're on a different night. A little off my game.
Sorry, baby.
Pretty saucy. I apologize.
That's Kelly's fault. It's not my fault. It's Kelly's fault.
I'm sorry. I would like to apologize for everything I have said and everything I'm about to say.
Okay.
Here's one. The NFL draft sucks and is overrated. Can I tell you? Apologies, Superfan Patrick.
He didn't go to college.
No, college doesn't count, you whore. NFL sucks, and the draft is overrated.
Community college doesn't either.
9 out of 10 of these players we're talking about are going to absolutely blow. They're never going to make it. The whole draft thing is so overrated and sucks so bad on Monday. Not this. I thought it was going to be this Monday. Next Monday, after the draft actually takes place, you're not going to be talking about these guys. We're not going to be talking about Abdul Carter. You're going to go back to immediately how bad the roster sucks and how bad your team fucked up by the draft by not picking the right guy that you think should be on the team. It's all. I don't hate it. I guess it's all entertainment. So there you go. But it's just all futile to me. It doesn't actually fucking matter.
Well, you get the next big superstar. That's what the big thing is. Like, what if the Cam Ward turns out to be a top 10 quarterback or a top 5 quarterback?
I have no bandwidth. It. Like, hope. All you're doing is selling hope, which is the most dangerous drug in humankind, and it hasn't given anybody any fucking success ever. Look at the Cleveland Browns. Look at them.
No, they suck. What they say? They got through like 89 quarterbacks since they came back to the NFL in 1999. 89.
That's how many times I boned Rich's mother last week.
Low body count. Okay. Anything else? Any final thoughts on here on the draft that's not happening tomorrow?
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to watch the first round. We'll be live. We'll be live next week watching the first round, and we might actually be live when the Patriots make that pick.
No fucking way. It's another thing I hate about the stupid draft. When's this thing supposed to kick off?
8:00.
Okay,
yeah.
The Patriots will be drafting at 11:30, the 4th pick overall. The drag out. Saturday I'm going to turn on ESPN. There, Mel Kiper's going to be up there saying his stupid catchphrases and wrong predictions all fucking day. 12 hours straight of everyone just being wrong about everything they say with stupid. He's light on his feet and his hands don't clutch and pass. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Just give me who picked who and show me the results in 3 years. I don't have any interest and watching ESPN and these jerk-offs talk about things that are not going to happen ever.
I like when they do player comparisons, though.
Frustrating.
This guy reminds me of Blake Bortles. Yeah, okay. So he's going to suck. All right, fair enough. I'll put that in my little journal. Thank you.
Yeah, and then another guy, well, actually, Blake Bortles was a pretty productive cornerback if you looked at him statistically. It's just like, God, just... Tom Brady, 6th-round pick. Anything can happen. No, it can't. He's the greatest fucking pro athlete of all time. No one's getting Tom Brady again. Take his name out of your mouth. God, it's so frustrating.
Monday was the 25th anniversary of them drafting Brady. It was either Monday or Tuesday.